You! Huh.
Not sure why I'm patrolling.
This looks like trouble. Huh.
Wish I had someone to share this with.
Prayer's a waste of time. What should I get up to?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Ah, excellent find.
Best be heading home. There's a poultry.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
My head hurts just thinking about it.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
How might we enter the basement sick room?
Splendid.
With the aid of Sir Kendrick and his helper in locating certain documents, I believe I finally grasped the true nature of this place. 'Twas a royal library that was sealed off by a sovereign of some generations past. In a bid to pass the throne on to his own descendants, this sovereign attempted to consign our kingdom's histories to oblivion. Alas, 'twould seem that, no matter the age, the avarice of those in power is all but guaranteed. Yet 'tis clear it serves them not. Almost laughably so. The sovereign's line ultimately fell to ruin, and now this library, so laboriously sealed, has been discovered. What can we learn from this? Those who make light of history are doomed to be crushed under its heel.
We have yet to explore all the corners of this place.
I grant you roaring flame.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Every damn
I
piece
don't know what to do.
I'm so very tired.
I do hope naught befalls Lubomir. I should like to see him walk out of here in good health. What should I do?
Say, I've noticed you walking around questioning people. Looking for information, are we? If I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail next, if you haven't already. The place is full of unsavory characters, as one might expect. who've seen things ordinary citizens aren't privy to. I should know. I was among their company till just recently.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
You fond of those eyes? Keep them to yourself.
I don't know what to do.
Would that someone would spare me this agony.
This might contain useful information.
Shall we take a closer look?
I ought to act a little more cheery.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
Plenty of gossip to be had here, I'll venture. Lots to do. Precious little time.
Very well. I shall return.
Welcome to the Star Drop. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Always a pleasure. Welcome to the we serve all manner of fine ales here. Always a pleasure.
It's been a hard day.
Not the import ever happens here, anyhow.
How might we enter the basement sick room?
Splendid.
I don't know what to do.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Oh, someone help me. Jahan? Bruno, where have you gone? Oh.
Mayhap 'twould serve us well to track down the former patients mentioned in these records of treatment.
Right you are.
This place now.
A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
I fear I've much to attend to.
Might I beg but a moment of your time? I must be grateful.
You're back! Pray, tell me, have you found anything? These look like records of treatment. Johann and Bruno. I know these two. They left here not long ago, fit as a pair of fiddles. I recall them being especially meek to the abbess. Mayhap that's what got them out safely. At any rate, they may know aught of use. Loath as I am to ask more of you, perhaps you would speak to them in my stead?
I must be grateful. At least I have a full belly.
I don't know what to do. I do hope naught befalls Lubomir. My head hurts just thinking about it.
How can he be so cold? Where are we to go if not our own homes?
Just be sure you mind your manners.
This is generally used as a material.
What might you need?
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
Elena. Ah, yes. The Abbess of the Gracious Hand. A fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care once myself. But I must admit, I've always felt there's something off about her. You see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But then I started getting sicker and sicker till I was certain death would come for me. In the end, I survived, but methinks I was one of the lucky few. So many died down there. And once, I saw her, the abbess, meeting with a strange man. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. And he gave her something small in return. You'd think 'twere medicine, but I'd not have bought medicine from a man like that. He had the look of a scoundrel about him. They were whispering, but I did hear one of them say aught about keeping quiet. 'Tis well suspicious, eh? Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square in the eastern part of the common quarter, and always a night, as I recall.
Lady Eleanor's a goodly person, a saint-like. Her earnest care saw me back to full health. I wavered between life and death for quite some time in that basement sick room, and she watched o'er me through it all, bless her. Can't say as I miss that basement, mind. 'Tis an eerie place, dark and shadowy, filled with the moaning of the sick. Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state of those assembled. I'm sure I was moaning too.
Interested in my wares? Bloody early.
A sprinkle of misfortune can make it pleasant.
That's my go.
And nary a coin to show for it.
Some meat would be nice.
I don't like cooking. I want to go home.
Joy to been aching something fierce of late.
You wonder how long this took? Everyone's as tired as I am, seems like.
Suppose I ought to earn my
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
Isn't there anything to do around here?
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phaesus is like to be in your debt. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your care.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine. I'd not be seen here with you.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we? Here's your special medicine.
Glad we understand each other. Till next time.
Aye, be seeing you.
This is not the first we've heard of Lord Phaesus. What could his aim be, I wonder?
I know not what to make of this.
What are you doing? Unhand me this instant.
Many thanks for your assistance in this matter. Elena is being questioned as we speak. Though to be frank, sir, I cannot see the matter proceeding any further. What I've heard of the abbess's testimony is little convincing, but I fear the evidence you've procured shan't be sufficient for a formal accusation.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mind.
I'm about ready to fall. Surely I'm overdue a day off.
I've been here. The latest tidings from Melv came as quite a shock. It's been decades since the dragon last appeared. 'Twas a tragedy to those who suffered the beast's attack, to be sure. But I cannot deny it gave me a sense of hope. I thought to myself, with the dragon's coming, the Arisen shan't be far behind. An end to the age of proxies at last. And indeed, we have our sovereign, though he is yet abed, nursing those grievous wounds. Still, that I would see this kingdom restored to rightful rule in my lifetime, I could weep for joy.
There's ought to be said.
This is no life. I am must
Quite the predicament.
Shall we pay Miss Daphne another visit? I find myself wondering how the young lass fares. Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
I'm sure I can handle this. Quite sure. I'll not stick my head here.
Let me get that.
Here we are.
I can make no sense.
I'm grateful to be fed.
My friend, no sense of this.
I must confess, I'm rather lost. What should I do? I fear this trial is too much for one such as me.
What to do? What? Hoy, Arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of the river? Do you know the river close by the church? Well, it's come to be full of muck and filth and all sorts. That's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. The water's so filthy that it's going to take twice the amount of gold ore to purify it. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold ore. After all, it wouldn't be good for anyone if the church ran out of holy water. I was hoping you'd say that. I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore every place I can think of.
Now we seek gold ore. Though 'tis sold in shops, mining some ourselves might prove the better choice.
True enough.
When does my watch end? It's a thankless job, this.
Might we not complete our delivery while we're here?
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
You have my support.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? Wow! This'll be plenty, I reckon. Thank you ever so much. Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you be willing to lend us a hand again, Arisen? Just one more time? Thanks. So, remember how I told you about the river by the church getting all mucky? Well, the grown-ups are saying it's gotten worse. Now lots of people who live nearby are falling sick. The priests have been treating everyone as best they can, but there's nowhere near enough medicine to go round. I want to help them, but I'm not sure what I can do, apart from ask you, that is. Would you bring us some more medicine, Arisen? Oh, thanks, sir. I'll talk to the priests in the meantime, see if there's anything useful I can do.
Now we've need of...
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Not yet. Fair enough.
I'd sooner stay out than
Our prayer. 'Tis good to see you are well.
Got any good stories to share?
mind going to go exploring.
Just nodded off for a moment there. All this patrolling does a number on my shoulder.
If I sleep on my woe,
I can make.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just splendid! Oh, thank you, Arisen. This should be plenty. I'll take it to the church straight away.
'Tis a goodly deed we've done, aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums.
True enough. The trial of archery is nigh. If we would bear witness, we must first go to the ruins where Seglindor trains. Pray, allow me to show you the way. You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Oh, sir, if you please, pray excuse my boldness, sir. I am but a humble maid in service to a noble household. Might I beg a moment of your time? My master is in need of aid, you see, and I'm hoping you'll consider offering your assistance. Oh, thank you, sir. You cannot imagine my relief. Might we continue this conversation somewhere more discreet? The matter it concerns is rather sensitive, and I would not risk being overheard. You will find my master's manor in the noble quarter. Pray, meet me there at your earliest convenience.
Follow me, if you would.
Seems I'm not the only one who's too busy for rest.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
barely lift their swords.
Are you coming, Master? Our path is here.
Have we purchased all that we require? We ought to review the contents of our packs, just to be sure.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
We must not let down our guard.
Use these flames to smite our enemies.
Is that a statue I espy over yonder?
We ought to take a closer look. I will protect you. I'll combine my magic with yours, that you might cast the spell more quickly. Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
My magics grant you an elemental boon.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Shall we set it rolling?
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual skills wherever possible.
Most impressive, Master.
We can ill afford to grow overconfident. Our foe is not yet routed.
That was certainly worthwhile.
You see, you can be trembling. Try on as soon as you can.
Focus your strength, Arisen! That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Fresh and rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard. I grant you roaring flame.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
I'll teach him a lesson he wants some. Nice armor you got.
I'm gonna enjoy
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? We have arrived.
You've come. Shall we be off? Follow me. And pray take care not to fall behind. One can easily lose their way here.
The sacred arbor will be a sight to behold, I'm sure. Let us trust in Sir Glyndor to see us there.
Let us endeavor to keep close with our guard.
I grant your weapon a magical boon. You have my protection. You truly are formidable, Arisen.
Really now, what are you doing?
You ought not to be so careless.
Not bad.
Think nothing of it.
Splendid.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
True enough. I believe your foe is drawn to light. We ought to extinguish our lanterns, lest we summon it unwittingly.
Fear not. I'll think of something.
El, alla carilm, ilmen elote falomentarin nun fir, nambawe, elelia javtolme, nandeuin morteren ecialis, nun fir ananduine, fanamone matiene lismelto.
Isilrod vane nun lia casinque erenon, lia fendel nar salma vi fir, orne fa indel rin.
Alla carilm fionoaro osto urne.
Oh, but this one comprehends Elvish. Impressive. I suppose I needn't summarize my conversation with Luamir just now then, if your companion interpreted for you. Now, come. The place the trial should be held is just up ahead.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Halan ostolintan, non wende hiroth.
Sfindamon fionaro.
The trial of archery shall be held here. I bid you wait just a moment, while I prepare my entry. But I've just noticed. Where are all the custodians? They ne'er leave their posts. Could it be aught amiss?
Nenwen mor Iwanon. Alcarwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur carilm.
Martir fa nun fionor, minas vena eralote.
Alcarwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur carilm. Kiriando anmindor hiroth.
No. Darren? I cannot stand idly by while my sister is in peril. My friend, if e'er I've had need to call upon your aid, 'tis now. I beg of you to join me in my sister's rescue. There is no time. I shall mark the location of the ogre's den upon your map. Make haste. Her life hangs in the balance.
Fa alcarwa silmia palan, mateme fir melto.
Salma Arenfeld, Alecano Nandemin.
Halan ostolintan, non wende hiroth. The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
Right you are.
I shan't let them harm you.
Let my magic strike an elemental wound. Continue our onslaught, and the behemoth will soon topple.
Strike faster and true, and our quarry shall fall. Climb on and I'll send you soaring.
We cannot leave Seglindo's sister to her fate. Let us make for the cavern and aid in her rescue. Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
You're here, and not a moment too soon. We must find my sister and save her from the ogre's clutches.
Veninume, mormartir tiel adaka kiriandio.
Tayel ni sil arin fel. Nun morivin wi alcarwa menelume. Lis anandor lultena.
Nando infa echialis, pelinolwende, sinde, soron, aiele alvekil.
Moriven fendelnar itarondo vani. Falis tulia fuenenumin osto taralia osto telpe. Lungte.
I never would have expected to find a cave in a place like this.
I grant you roaring flame. I'll combine my magic with yours, that you might cast the spell more quickly.
When hard, be sure to avoid open flame.
I knew you would prevail, Master.
Dare I say it? Trounced our foe well and truly. Have my protection! Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boats.
I expect that Sakino just the person we need, and where we must go to meet with them. Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
Arberhart, preserve me. 'Tis e'en more nightmarish a sight than I had feared. My father battles the ogre while my sister is clutched in his fist. But there is still hope, if I act quickly. Listen well, friend. I shall strike the beast's arm while my father holds its attention. The moment the ogre relinquishes my sister, I ask that you lead her to safety. I have ne'er attempted to strike a target so distant before. E'en the trial of archery does not demand such a feat. Yet, for the sake of my sister, my arrows must fly true. Pray, keep Darren out of harm's way. We must make our escape, and quickly.
Quickly, Master. We must carry Miss Derrin to safety. This foe is drawn to women as a moth to a flame.
Such single-mindedness makes our enemy predictable. Not necessarily easy to counter.
Our foe has been knocked off balance. Grab hold and strike to the ground.
Unfast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
I drive your weapon and magic.
I will protect you.
Nefanamo iskiriandio mor erlot.
Would you mind coming over here?
Hold a moment. What's this? A way out. Let us make haste. Oh, my heart. There can be no gladder tidings in all the world. Words shall ne'er suffice to express my gratitude, friend. None of this would have been possible if you had not gifted me this bow. You are my sister's savior. I am forever in your debt.
Eteler, lea fermor eldalia eralotte.
Finlenar.
Karilm ilmen arkael. Silfa nambawe nun kalael alame. Angadur sindi. Kemenindor kanyan irils aldekar. Fionar elwe arfarne nenwen sur orne? Eteler, lea fermor eldalia eralotte. Ondvana alvekil, eteler ne anler ailame. Lungtena peli telume. Ane martir, tindume ingarina fa alme alcarwa? Nenwen mor aiwanon, artahir curir, mor fa erando, amanda kill. Kiriando anmindor hiroth, artahir curir, morfa erando, amanda kill. Vanelin hyror soron, sorne an fameltol, nullis amanda kill, angadur femor. Kasinke telpi nun finaler, lera nefir heranon, anne artaher firnis.
Finlenar. Lungdena we fear nosto. My gratitude to you knows no bounds, friend. 'Twas your kindness that altered my plight as much as this bow. Not only are you my sister's savior, but mine as well. By the by, if you are as passionate about mastery of the bow as I am, perhaps you might speak with my father. His experience ought to be of benefit to you.
Kalael Azame, Karilm ilmen Arkael. Aidalia Anandor, Nullintan. Heror anne oja fermor, anendune falumtena, palan hjarmenran, lis fa arnefane. Aftehar lis manasvana, fuinumen alekan. Elorato ala, nun mor artaher. Firnis an erumar isilrod et peller. Laicasar an ils findamunt in ciel. Nefanamo lis Kyriandio mor erlot. Iavstir lalastar. Nun falasmir magananon. Anamo.